The year was 2011. Brendan Lukens and Jake Ewald, who were friends since high school, moved to Philadelphia for college. This is where they've met two guys by the name of Sean Huber and Ian Farmer, and they formed the band called Modern Baseball. The name came from when Brendan and Jake found a book inside an attic called Modern Baseball Techniques. From 2011 to 2012, the band had some small releases like their extended play named The Nameless Rangers. Then they did a split EP called Couples Therapy with another indie band called Merida. This was their first release from the record label Lamo Records. The split included two Modern Baseball songs called Hope and It's Cold Out Here, with Ian Farmer on the bass, Sean Huber on the drums, Jake and Brendan leading the band with their vocals. The band started recording their first album, Sports, in Drexel Free Studios. The album was engineered by Ian Farmer before he started playing on the album. The album was released in December of 2012. The sound was described as emo, folk punk, pop, and pop punk. The album clocked in at 31 minutes long. The album received a 9 out of 10 stars by Absolute Punk and 3.5 out of 5 stars from punknews.org. The album did a great job at capturing love and loneliness and as it is to be a young and hopeless teenager in modern America. The lyrics were very well done, like a steak left on a grill for too long. The lyrics presented very common and relatable narratives for young adults and teens, with love lost and love found, an epic and disastrous nights, and a search for connection and purpose. Jake said, "Brendan did most of the legwork because we didn't have a real band yet. During this time, the band went on short American tours with bands such as Mixtapes, You Blew It, and Light Years. Later that year, the band would appear in two music festivals, one Brainfest and the other one just called The Fest. In my personal opinion, this is some of Modern Baseball's best work, with my favorite song on the album being called Redone. Right after the first album was released, the band left school to focus on their music careers. They had the same lineup as the last album, but this time they were there for the entire recording session. The album was officially released by Modern Baseball February 11, 2014. On March 6th, a music video was released for their most popular song, and my favorite song of theirs, Your Graduation. The sound of the album was described as pop punk, indie punk, and indie folk. The album clocked in at a little over 29 minutes long. The album received very positive reviews, receiving a 76 out of 100 on Metacritic, 4.5 out of 5 stars on punknews.org. The lyrics of the album were amazing. The lyrics blurred the lines of self, obsession, and introspective. The songs on the album talk about an array of things, like girls leading Brendan on and his worries that this will keep happening in his future relationships, and this can be seen in Fine Grape. Two Good Things is where Jake talks about how stressful life is and how he deals with it all. The album covers a wide array of topics and had a wide array of sounds, and this, in my opinion, is their best work. The album reached number 97 on the Billboard Top 200 and reached number 14 on the alternative charts. During this time, the band toured with Real Friends in their UK and Europe tour, and in June, they had a headlining U.S. tour with the bands Tiny Moving Parts, The Hoteler, and Sorry Noise, who I did a video on. Go check it out! They also did a handful of United States shows with the bands I Am Avalanche and Beach Slang. This all led to a spot at Riot Fest. The band then went on another tour, this time with the band Sprainard in the UK. They also supported the Wonder Years in their headlining U.S. tour in November and December of 2014. The band then went on tour again with the bands Knuckle Puck, aka Knuckle Punch, Crying, and Somos. In June and July, the group supported Say Anything on their U.S. tour. As you can see, this was a lot of touring, and this caused a lot of problems with one of the band's frontmen, Brendan Lukens. This caused the band some of the darkest days. They would drink in the hotel room for hours and hours, and someone would say something, and Brendan would take offense to it and start yelling and freaking out everybody. Brendan would stay inside the band's house, MJ, for days in between tours, drinking down alcohol and getting high and cutting up his arms. Brendan even admitted that he would spend up to $700 per week on drugs, alcohol, and razors. Brendan started to self-medicate. When they recorded the EP, Mobile Presents The Perfect Cast featuring Modern Baseball, he would show up to the recording sessions with cuts all up his arms. It was a warm night in August where Brendan Lukens was almost driven to suicide. But Jake sent him a text, and it snapped Brendan back into reality. Brendan told his close-time friend, Cam, from Sorority Noise. Cam called Jake, and Jake called Brendan's mom. Brendan's mom came and took Brendan into a treatment center, and this is where they had to cancel their Australian tour. But good news is that Brendan Lukens has recovered from all of this and is on a much better track. During this time, they also released the EP Modern Baseball Presents The Perfect Cast, featuring Modern Baseball, which one of my favorite songs is featured on that EP, The Waterboy Returns. In late 2015, the band announced that it would be releasing their third studio album, Holy Ghost. May 13th of 2016, Holy Ghost was released. The sound of the album was described as emo and indie punk. They had Joan Reinhardt from Joyce Manor help them with the recording of the album. The album was recorded in the Headroom in Philadelphia. The album clocked in at 27 minutes and 24 seconds long. The album was split into two. Jake had the first 6 songs of the album, and his part of the album mainly focused on the passing of his grandfather. And Lukens wrote the other 5 songs on the album, and they focused on a struggle with mental illness and depression. I just want to say I love this album, and my favorite song of the album is Apple Cider I Don't Mind. The album did extremely well. It received an 81 out of 100 on Metacritic, a 9 out of 10 on Alina Best Fit. It reached as high as number 53 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the US Vinyl Albums. It also got 14th of the AV Club Top 50 Albums of 2016. During this time, the band went on tour with Joyce Manor and Thin Lips. They also supported the bands Brand New and Front Bottoms on the tours. In early 2017, Brandon would announce he would not join the band for their UK tour. He wanted to stay home to focus on his mental and physical health. On February 21st, 2017, Jake Ewald announced on the Modern Baseball Facebook page that the band was taking a break from each other. Like that girl did back in 6th grade. A break my ass, you left me for Lemon James. The Facebook post states, "The past few months, the band has been an immense source of anxiety for me. It wasn't until I opened up to Brendan, Ian, and Sean that they were feeling the same way. They took a break from the band to protect their friendship. The breakup took a lot of weight off of their shoulders," Jake Ewald said to Fader. So what are the Modern Baseball boys up to now? Jake Ewald, he is working on his solo project called Slaughter Beach Dog. In 2017, it released Motorcycle.jpg, a 4-song EP. Brandon Lukens has been keeping a low profile and playing with the bands Broken Beak. Ian Farmer has been working with Jake on his projects and multiple other indie bands, such as Great Cynic. Sean Huber has been playing in other indie bands such as Steady Hands. The band Modern Baseball had a lot of ups and downs. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Impact on going off script and not on script. Many people's lives. God, I'm going to do so bad probably. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Please leave down in the comment section down below 2 things. 1, what you enjoyed about the video and what you disliked about the video, what I can improve on. And 2, what band or what subject you'd like to see me do next. And I think that's all I have for you guys now. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the awesome support on my first video, which is the history of sorority noise. Go check that out. And I'm really excited to keep making videos for you guys. I'm sorry they take me a while to get out. I have a life outside of YouTube, and I actually have done YouTube for quite some time. This is just one of the first videos I've ever heavily edited and stuff like that. So I promised myself I wouldn't make this too stressful for me, so I will just do it throughout the week and stuff. Hopefully I can get them releasing every week or every week and a half or so. They do take some time to edit, some time to commentate, some time to write the script, and I'm doing this all by myself, so it adds on some stuff. But I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all your support, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.